Hello again, beautiful soul. So good to have you back. Today, we are going to be talking about conditioned thinking and limiting beliefs. And this is session 3 of the baseline and how that can affect you moving forward. So, first, let's go ahead and get centered in ourselves. So, do a stretch, crack your neck if you can. Mine cracks when it wants to. Really just get really comfortable in where you are seated or laying down. And close your eyes. And we're going to start with a deep breath in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Again through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Last time, inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Come back, open your eyes. Lovely to see you. You are so welcome here. All of you is welcome. And that means that the unhealed parts are welcome too. And that's a little bit what we're going to talk about today is getting rooted or getting clear on what is holding you back. Okay? What kind of beliefs and thinking have been brought down to you through your ancestors, through your family, through your friends, through society, everywhere, because we're inundated with information all the time, right? Somebody's always telling us who we should be, what we should look like, what we should wear, what we should eat, what we should do, what we should say, what we should think, how to act, all of that. And a lot of this course is really just accepting yourself for who you are now and leaning into the idea that you can break those limiting beliefs. You can break that conditioned thinking. So I heard something that was really interesting, and that was that with conditioned thinking, a good way to start noticing it is when something happens. Your very first knee jerk reaction is what you've been conditioned to think. But then, if you take a second and step back and think it through again and take that pause, the second option that comes up, or second reaction, is truly how you feel and what your heart is telling you. So with this is a really cool thing to just start noticing in your daily life is when something happens, say if you're a parent, if your child makes a mess. Is your first reaction to yell at them, or is your first reaction to help them clean up? Like they tried to pour their own milk for their Cheerios. I have a toddler. This attempts to happen often. So conditioned thinking would say, oh, you yell at them, they made a mistake, they shouldn't have been messing with the milk, they shouldn't have been playing in the refrigerator, they should have asked for help, should have, right? But then if you take a step back and you think about it and you pause, you realize that this little person is a human as well, and humans make mistakes. Would I beat myself up over spilling milk, or would I just say, oh, I made a mistake, that happened, and clean it up, right? And go about my day. So that first thought of, oh my God, she's in trouble. She she did wrong, she did it, this is unexcusable, right? That is your conditioned thinking. That's a reaction based on how you grew up, okay? And then um, the pause thought, where you remember that the child is just a child and she's human and she's going to make mistakes and she's trying to learn how to be big, right? How to be herself. Um, that is the unconditioned thinking. That's the healed thinking. Okay. So, yeah, so start just in your daily life as decisions come up, as reactions call to be, things happen that you need to react upon. Think about it, okay? And then think about whose voice that is in your head when it's the conditioned thinking, when it's that knee-jerk response. Is it yours, or is it someone from your past? Is it your parent? Is it an abusive partner? Is it a micromanaging boss? Is it society, the TV? Is it ads? Is it things like that? Um, really analyze what's going through your head at that moment and accept it for what it is, okay? For who and what it is. Just accept it as this is okay, this is a thing that's happening, right? No judgment, no holding back, just okay, this is the voice that I'm hearing. And then once you can put a name to it, that we'll use that information for some of the inner child work and mother and father wounds and masculine and feminine wounds that we'll deal with in the second container. So conditioned thinking is really just things that were told to you or beat into you sometimes by people bigger than you. Okay. When I say bigger than you, I mean like when you were a child, your parents, um, when you were in abusive relationships, that partner, that dominating partner, controlling partner. When I'm talking about work, your boss is technically above you, bigger than you. So those and even societal conditioned thinking about how you should look and what you should eat and what you should wear and how you should act and how you should talk, that is also by someone bigger than you. Okay, so that's what I mean by someone bigger than you. I want you to get comfortable with your own beliefs and your own thinking, your own unconditioned thinking. That's really the root of who you are, and accepting that and saying, yes, I believe this. I want to live my life this way because it feels right for me and not because other people are telling me this is the way I live my life. That's the voice that you need to start hearing inside. Okay? So, we have conditioned thinking, and then we also have limiting beliefs on the other side. So, limiting beliefs are those things that you believe about yourself that keep you from moving forward. They keep you stuck in this very stagnant energy, and um, they don't allow you to grow. They actually hinder your growth. So some of those things can be like, I'm not worthy. Okay, worthy of what? I don't deserve X, Y, and Z. I don't deserve to make a lot of money. I don't deserve to um, have nice things. One thing that I struggled with was a limiting belief is that I had to face just recently, was that single moms are supposed to struggle. That was a huge limiting belief for me, and that was conditioned thinking based on society, right? And seeing my mom struggle when she was a single mom and then not struggle when she had a partner. So me stepping back into single momhood after my divorce, I struggled a lot with success and feeling like I wasn't worthy and did not deserve to be successful because I'm a single mom. I'm supposed to be tired all the time. I'm supposed to be drained. My children are supposed to drain my resources. I'm supposed to do everything for my children and nothing for myself. So that I've completely flipped on its head by now, but it took a long time. It took a lot of introspection and a lot of reprogramming the way I think about things and really finding the importance of myself again. So, limiting beliefs are dangerous. They can be life sucking. They can be energy draining. They can be the end of you, honestly. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. If you say, "Oh, well, I can't wear that because I'm too fat. I can't wear that crop top. I can't wear that bikini. I don't have a beach body," just as an example, you're stopping yourself from living your life. You are limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself to bathing suits that cover you up. You're limiting yourself to hiding behind your clothes. And you're limiting yourself because you have a fear of being seen as you are. And again, this is something that I deal with still. And that's okay because we're all learning, we're all evolving, we're all healing constantly. This work is never done. It just gets easier because you're coming from experience instead of back to square one. So for me, just like, I'll be completely honest and vulnerable with you, I thought that I had to have the perfect setting, the perfect hair, the perfect makeup, the perfect outfit to sit here and record these videos for you, right? So I put them off and I put them off and I put them off. And I realized that I wasn't doing myself any favors because I'm not moving forward in my business. And I'm also not doing any favors to you guys as my clients and as these lovely people that have trusted me with my knowledge to help you, because I'm scared of how I'm going to look on camera. Okay. Then I woke up this morning, my contacts jumped out of my eyes because of allergies, and I had to put my glasses on. And I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna find a pretty place. I'm gonna, do my hair. I'm gonna put some makeup on. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm not gonna wear, sweatpants and a tank top for the fourth day in a row, right? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work from home. And I did all the things, and I'm here and I'm showing up. So that's the difference. So limiting beliefs can literally stop you from showing up, right? And create delays that you have complete control over. I could probably get on here with no makeup, hair in a messy bun, and probably in that fourth day, tank top and sweatpants. And you guys would love me just the same, and you would hear me just the same, right? So this is all about really digging into what you think is holding you back. Okay, so your homework today is going to be to identify 5 statements you have been taught throughout your life. They could be statements about your identity. They could be statements about success and money and wealth and prosperity. They could be statements about body confidence, motherhood, fatherhood, whatever it is. Okay, 5, just 5. 5 statements. That's all I'm asking for. Write down 5 statements. And then go further into them. Do they ring true for you? Like we talked about with the conditioned thinking, whose voice is it that you're hearing when you say these things? When you're playing these things in your head? And then for any of those statements that don't align for you, try and rework them. Like, for example, I used the example earlier that, single moms are supposed to struggle. And the way I was able to rework that is that single moms are strong and deserve to be happy, whatever that looks like, okay? But that's the way that I reworked that for me, and that's what stuck with me as an idea of especially as a single mom, I'm doing it, right? I'm taking care of my children. I am providing for my children. I am taking care of myself and also, helping you guys on your journey. And that made me realize that there's really nothing I can't do as long as I rework and can release the fear around it and the conditioned thinking around it. There's nothing I can't do, and I want that for you too. Okay. So, journal prompts around limiting beliefs and conditioned thinking. There's a meditation for this as well. And then we'll move into the last session for this container. All right, we'll talk soon.